Mental toughness separates the bad from the good and the good from the great. The house started to vibrate. I've got hands on my two kids' heads. The tornado came through the back. My fear was if I let go, they would go up in the tornado. So I let the beam fall. I knew that my legs were severed. My kids are okay. And, life goes on.
She is the wife and mother who lost her legs while protecting her children during the Henryville tornadoes.
She is a true hometown hero. She acted quickly in a disaster, made a great sacrifice, and saved her children.
Please welcome the amazing Stephanie Decker. And I saw you say that you want to dance with me?
I would love to dance with you.
All right. They said it would be at least a year before she could walk on her own, but after only 8 months, please welcome back Stephanie Decker.
We have heard so much about the loss, but there are also moving stories of survival. Stephanie Decker of Henryville, Indiana, rushed home with her two children just before a tornado hit on Friday afternoon. And as you can see here, the house was no match for the storm.
And one of the rescuers, Russ, I didn't know him at the time, and he had to actually hold my head up. And I had a punctured lung, I had 8 broken ribs, and then he also had to hold a tourniquet on my left leg so I wouldn't bleed out and die. And I could tell, his face, he was so upset, he was so tense. He couldn't even look at me, and he couldn't even look at my legs. They were in such bad shape. And I knew I needed to do something. I had to say something to break the tension and help him through this moment. And I looked at him and I said, "Russ?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "Well, I guess there goes pedicures." When I was trapped, I had to send my son Dominic to get help. And then I was all alone. One of the hardest feelings is being alone then by myself. I had this internal battle with myself. You can do this, you can make it, you can survive, you've got to hang on and wait for help. To the flip side of, I cannot believe I'm going to die right here. The fear of imagining my kid's life without a mother, my husband's life without a wife. Okay, maybe just my kid's life without a mother. Just kidding. Truthfully, I did what any other parent would do. That doesn't make me a maverick or a hero. That makes me a mom who loves her kids. The true heroes are Russ that held the tourniquet, the doctors that figured out how to quickly save my life, my son for going to go get help. Those are my heroes. I grieved for about 10 minutes. And after that, I told him, and I looked at him, and I said, "We need a plan. We need to move forward. What are our options? People have to walk." And he looked at me like I was crazy again. He goes, "You're still in the ICU, Steph." And I said, "I'm ready to pick a direction. I need my life back. I want to walk again. I want to run again. I want to play with my kids again. I want to do all the things that I used to do." And I filed all those nurses and doctors and prosthetists and therapists and insurance people all in my room, and I said, "I want you, and you to do your jobs. I'll give 110% on my end, but I expect you to do your part. I need the best technology available. I need the doctors to repair my legs, and I need the insurance to pay for it." I was on a roll. One of the biggest questions that I get asked is, how do you stay so positive? It's real simple. It's a choice. You choose how you're going to handle your storm. I chose to fight and get my life back. It's simple. It is a choice. One of the keys in my recovery was to set goals. It moved us forward. It kept us going these last 2 years in the right direction. They told me I wouldn't walk within a year. I was up in 2 months. I wanted to go on Ellen. I wanted to dance. We'll call it dancing, okay? When we were honored to meet the President of the United States, I wanted to walk unassisted with him. Were there goals that I didn't meet? Absolutely. I wanted to be the first bilateral amputee to go on Dancing with the Stars, and Amy Purdy beat me to it. She was great, wasn't she? So we went a little different route with our goals. We went and had a little fun with it. Watch this. Thank you. Then it became clear that we have a chance to make an impact on amputees in general. We started the Stephanie Decker Foundation. What we do is help children that are limb different learn to play able-bodied sports, teaching these kids they can do anything they want to do in this world. Whether you're missing a limb, whether you're missing a leg, you are worth it. Everybody has a struggle or a pain or a bump in the road that they're going through. I'd like you to meet Landis Sims. He was born without arms and legs. He is a maverick and knows no limits. Landis was the Stephanie Decker Foundation's first donation. We were able to take Landis and his mother to travel to Illinois where they could meet 100 other children just like him. There is no price to put on what Landis gave me and my family. Watching life through his eyes is truly inspiring. The last video I saw of Landis, he was learning how to skateboard on prosthetics. Wow, proof that we know no limits.
But you're doing amazing work. You're helping kids learn how to get involved in sports with prosthetics because you personally have had a tragedy that you have turned into a triumph.
Absolutely. We've started a couple of years ago partnering with a company called Ability, and we help children that are limb different learn to play sports. A kid came to us and said, you know, I want to learn how to pitch. And this fall, through the help of our foundation, this was his first time on the mound. It was an incredible feeling for this child. He's an 8-year-old boy, and watching his face light up. In your storm, you're not alone. I wouldn't be here without Russ, without the doctors, without my son, Dominic. I might be alone if it weren't for Joe and my kids. I might not understand purpose without kids like Landis in my life. So if there's anything that you take away from this message, I challenge you to find your purpose. Mine is the Stephanie Decker Foundation. What is yours? Find something that's bigger than yourself. Be passionate about it. Build a community of believers in your friends, your family, your neighbors, strangers across the globe. Do it now, before your storm hits. And understand there will be more storms out there. More tornadoes will come. But out of every storm, there is a rainbow. We all just have to look for it. Thank you.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller.